Hey, so I'm coming with 4 visions. These visions I've had, they were separated in twos. 2 of them I had about maybe a month or 2 ago, and 2 of them I had maybe a week ago. Take all these visions to the Lord. If you have any insight, any revelation about them, I'm willing to hear. Okay, the first vision I want to share is... Okay, I had this one about last week. And it was in a time of prayer. I was really focusing on and meditating and speaking in my spiritual language to the Lord. And I was shown 2 things. The first one was I was shown the river of life. I was taken up in, I don't know if I was taken up in the Spirit or if I was just shown it. Kind of like John said in the book of Revelations. But I was shown the river of life. It's been the second time I've seen it, but this time I saw a different section of it. And in this section, it was, you can't really describe it. You can't describe the river of life in its totality and its magnificence, because it is beyond any language that we have. It's beyond any type of description, adjective you can give it, because there is no, the magnitude of it is so great that you can't describe it. So with the best of my ability, I can say that it's like someone made a beautiful painting. It's like God painted it, literally. And what I mean by that is that every blade of grass, every flower, leaf, every speck of dirt wasn't just randomized. It wasn't just placed there to grow on its own. It was appointed that specific position for the perfect image, scenery, full capture of that river. The grass is alive. The leaves are alive. The flowers are alive. It's majestic. It's a reality that is times 5,000 of ours, I guess. Like I said, I can't fully describe this. And I was like floating above it, like in the middle of the river, kind of. So I was looking straight down. Oh, yeah, that means narrow path. Thanks, Lord. And the river, I could see that it was flowing not very calm, but not very fast. It was at a steady pace where you could see kind of the whiteness. You know, if you look at a river, you could see the whiteness of it. It was flowing in that type of pace. The water was, the glory of God was in the water. That's what I can say. The magnificence of God, sorry, that was my dog, was in the water. And in the distance, it's like the river of life, the section I saw, it was coming down from somewhere, and it came down to like it comes down like a small little river, like a, not river, waterfall. It's not like a big waterfall. It's like maybe about 10 feet, maybe about 8 feet. It's a very small waterfall, but it comes down, and as it edges over, there's like patches of some type of flower I've never seen before that are at the corners of it. And the sound of the river of life is, it sounds like, it's not like music. It's exactly like water, but it's something beyond water. It's just not a water you hear down. It's not like water you hear down the stream. It's different. There's God's glory in it, and it's beautiful. Every aspect of it is beautiful. And that was one vision. The second vision I want to share was, this one was given about a month or 2 ago, and in this vision I was doing the same thing, just meditating on the Lord, praying to Him, speaking my spiritual language to Him, just completely closing off everything, and just he was my focus. And I was revealed and shown, I was taken up in the sky, or I was shown in the sky, a meteor coming from left to right. And this meteor was, I couldn't tell how big it was because there was so much smoke, fire, and ash coming from it. I could tell by no doubt it was coming at a speed that was like almost the speed of sound. It was like a jet. Before I've had a vision of a meteor, and God showed me the actual meteorite, the meteor, the stone that was being cast down. And in that vision, I could see it and examine the meteor, and it wasn't coming as fast as it was this time. I don't know if this was the same meteor I saw in this vision as I did in the previous one, but I knew that this vision was so much more real. When I had that vision in 2014 of the meteorite, or meteor, I don't know the difference. I know meteorite is smaller than a meteor, I think. This is a meteor. I knew in 2014 the vision I had of that was not as clear, not as real, not as lifelike as it was this one. That one was like a CGI 3D thing. This one was like I was literally there. I could hear it. I could see individual particles of the smoke and the fire. I could, gauge the speed of it, and it was incredibly fast. And I never got to see where it landed, but I knew it came from left to right, and that was it. That vision. I know I've had two visions where I saw fireballs raining down on New York in the Boston area, and then I saw a big meteor. I don't know if this was one fireball or this was a meteor, but that's it. Next vision I had was about 2 months ago, and it was in that same time of prayer I had of having the meteor vision. I had this vision, and in this vision I was shown Planet X again. I've had a couple dreams, a couple visions of it. I know it involves Yellowstone. I know it involves these volcanoes. I know it involves these earthquakes. I know that Nibiru, Planet X planet, is tugging on our planet, and it's tugging on the weak spots on our planet, and which is the volcanoes and the earthquakes and any other weak spot in the Earth's crust is pulling on that stronger and causing all these earthquakes to happen and all these volcanoes in the ring of fire to happen all the time now. And it's going to get a lot worse. It is going to get a lot worse. And it's causing the pole shift and whatnot. But this time, this vision I had was, I was shown the image that the mass media put up. God showed me what they used the image for. There was one picture that one news media used, and it was a black planet. It was like a black ball, and it had a black ring around it, but it was completely black. There was no, you couldn't tell the landmass. You couldn't tell any differentiation in clouds, the landmass, water, anything. And that's not true. But it was a CGI picture they made up, 3D model. And I think God was showing me that, as we all know, they try to precondition people, and this is their preconditioning, and this is them coming out about it, because eventually it's going to come to a point where they can't deny it. That is going to be the only answer for a lot of things happening. And I think God was showing me that because right when I had that vision, about 2 or 3 days later, they come out with the picture. Because I was like, why are you showing me a vision of this, Lord, of it that way? I was like, God, that's not how it looks. He didn't really say anything, but I understood later, days later, what it was. But the real image, the real picture, what it really looks like, and I've had multiple visions about it and a dream about it, is that it is a black planet, but it has redness and it has like this lava fire type atmosphere. It has a lot of iron oxide. I've even been to the planet to where I've seen the landscape. And there are, and go to the Lord about this, not many people have been shown this, there's the alien, it's part of the alien deception. We all know it's fallen angels and demons. Let's just say some of those demons are already on that planet. It's not just abandoned planet with no life form on it. There's stuff on it. Trust me, there's stuff on it, and it's coming. It's a part of this whole alien deception. The timing of it is just perfect, and it's only God doing it. Satan can't do this. He's not that smart. And I've seen some of the quote unquote in the Bible is Gentiles, which is heathens. It's the beasts. It's the fallen angels. It's a strong delusion that's coming up. And there's different species of these Nephilim that are coming back. Different species. Some species are going to come to deceive. Some species are just going to come to destroy. I was shown on that place in a vision, strong vision. It was like I was there. Where I saw one species who was gearing up like an army, ready to just wanted to slaughter Christians, wanted to slaughter people, just like they did in the book of Noah, where the Nephilim, if you read the book of Enoch, the Nephilim would do horrendous, the terrible things, disgusting things to humans, and even animals. They didn't care. It was anything that had life. They would destroy them, eat them, abuse them, and rape them. It was gross if you read about it. That's what this species was I saw on this planet. But as Nibiru comes closer, there's another species who's not like a beast, warrior type, evil, but they're more of the typical big, long head, black eyes. They're coming to deceive. They're coming to trick the people. And that's another race. Like I said, not many people have been shown this, but go to the Lord about it and He'll show you if He wants. These things. And so basically that vision just God, I think He was showing me like they're going to precondition the masses with this and lie about when it's coming and lie about where it is exactly and blah blah blah. We know this. What else? Oh yeah, okay. I had another vision recently of, I think this was last week or so. I saw a jet, and I was meditating to the Lord, the same thing, and I saw a jet, and it was coming from the south, from the Middle East, like the Israel, Libya, Egypt area. It was coming from that area. I don't know exactly where. I knew it was a desert place. It was desert. Because when I saw the jet, I could look under the jet and I saw the ground. It was completely desert. And I saw where it's headed. Then I saw the jet and I saw it was flying northwest-ish. And it was going towards Europe. I don't know exactly where Europe, but God showed me a map, and the section of the map God focused me on was the Spain-Turkey area. I don't know what He was showing me. I know He maybe showed me in part, but that's all I saw. And I prayed about that in that vision. I was like, Lord, please let me know this is really from You, and that this is You showing me this, because I really don't understand what's going on. And He gave me the vision again, but He put me in the back seat of the pilot. So where I was in the jet and I was going to really give me like, this is from Me, this is what I want you to see. And so then there's that vision. I did that. Do the river alive. What else? I think that's it. If I missed one, I'll come back on here and do another one. But for right now, that's all I can remember. But yeah, if you have any questions or if you want to share anything that God has shown you, I am more than happy to know. I'm more than happy to listen. But yeah, you guys have a great day, and I'm going to keep on sharing as long as God keeps wanting me to Or as long as God keeps the door open. That's pretty much it. Alright, see you later.